Hey everybody, it's Friday the 9th of May in the game. Time to see what I've been, panicking over.
You're still at it?
Yeah,
And there's a lot to panic about. Well, not really. A lot to watch.
But I thought you couldn't scan outside of Tartarus.
To be honest, I lack the power. Maybe this is the best Penthesilea can do in terms of data gathering.
And I guess that's why she helps instead of fights.
The power of Persona seems to be much broader than I thought. We've even got someone who can switch personas in the middle of battle.
Hey!
There's something special about his ability. It hasn't been that long since his awakening either.
It's like Mithru forgets that I'm just awesome.
I have to admit, I was surprised too. But in the end, it's up to him whether or not he can reach his full potential.
Dun dun dun. There's not really much to comment on, because there's a whole lot of just visual stuff to watch.
It's a shadow.
What? You actually found one?
Wait. Something's not right. The reading is too big. We've never encountered anything like...
Dun dun dun. Like the one from the beginning of the game?
You mean it's one of those?
From the beginning of the game?
It must be.
From the beginning of the game?
Well then, this is gonna be fun.
Just like the beginning of the
I'll wake
game?
up the others.
Well, we were already awake then, so... Ugh, God, I can't imagine being woken up by that. It's bad enough having a normal alarm clock just goes... Having one that sounds like a DEFCON 5. It would just be horrible.
We've
Ugh.
detected a shadow outside of Tartarus. We don't know for sure, but we think it's another big one. We have to defeat any of them we find, as quickly as possible. Most people don't know the Dark Hour exists, but if half the city's destroyed, there will be panic. That must be avoided at all costs.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, we need to kick some ass, right? Well, count me in.
And all of a sudden, Junpei's so overly enthusiastic, like always. Not very helpful, but over-enthusiastic.
Wait for the chairman.
Which I guess is something.
What? Are you kidding? I'm going.
I still don't get Akihiko.
You still need to
Still.
recover. You'll just be a hindrance.
Ugh. There's probably like another 2 or 3 more
They'll
in-game
fare
months
better
before I
than
can
you
get
in the
him.
current state.
Ugh, that's
Have
annoying.
faith in them, Akihiko. They're ready. You'll get your chance, but for now, wait for the chairman.
Damn it.
Oops, I cut off a line.
Relax, I've got it covered.
Yeah, Junpei, because you're such a star.
I got no choice. You're in charge.
Haha. Suck it, Dingleberry.
Him again?
We're counting on you.
Looks like you're stuck playing leader again.
He says it like it's a bad thing, even though he was complaining about him not being leader. So being
should
leader
let the
apparently
three of
is a
them go
really good
first.
thing, but he's just gonna be a
If
twat
you're
about
providing
it because
backup
he's
out
dumb
there,
like that.
You'll need time to get
See?
ready, right?
See, are you guys seeing my point?
Wait for
Hopefully,
me in front of the
I mean,
station.
I hate to
I'll be
keep
there
pounding
as
it
soon
in,
as I
but
can.
really, it's like become painfully obvious that
Got it.
Junpei is just a horrible person.
All right, let's go.
Ugh. So at least we know what's going on now, and
Where is
I'm
she?
kind of glad that I rested up. I mean, ultimately, I don't really have to. I probably could have gotten away if I was
She'll
still
be here soon.
succeeding if I was still tired and hadn't given myself a couple days rest. But what you gonna
There's
do?
a full moon tonight,
Doesn't matter too
but
much.
it looks even creepier during the dark hour.
I'm kind of glad because going into this without knowing what the hell was going on, it's
What
better to be
the-
prepared anyway. But hey, we finally saw the bike in motion, and it stops suddenly. Wow. Doesn't even squeal or
Sorry
anything.
to keep
I wish
you
my
waiting.
bikes could do that. Like it's on a
Listen
monorail
carefully.
system or whatever, and just poof, hits a wall.
Tonight, I'll be providing support from here. Everything else is the same. The shadow is currently located inside a monorail, not far from the station.
Oh, speaking of monorails, apparently that's where we're going.
To get there, you'll have to walk on the tracks.
Fantastic.
Are you serious? Isn't that dangerous?
Don't worry, no electronic equipment is operable during the dark hour, including the monorails.
Any electronic.
But your bike.
Yeah, exactly. Junpei
It's
actually
special.
showing some foresight.
Now, if circumstances change, I'll
Just totally
notify
waves
you
it away.
immediately. Let's get started.
Okay.
Let's do this.
And so we get to do some big fighting things. Some cool music. This little scene actually is pretty dumb to do because there's nothing that goes on in here. Like in this whole running part. It's like a little sentence thing, and then we get eventually run up to the monorail and we get a fake solar lens flare, which looks pretty bad. Keeps getting bigger suddenly. And then we get another cutscene that changes out once we actually get to the monorail. Goes dumb, see?
This is it, right?
Can you all hear me?
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. We just got here, but I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
The readings are definitely coming from that monorail. Proceed with caution and stay together.
Got it.
Okay. Which, you know, is not going to happen now, apparently.
My persona's just begging to be used.
Ugh.
Don't look up.
Oh my god. You know, that problem would have just been averted if you had just been the last one in. I mean, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have minded that if you were really worried about people
This
looking up
poor
on
stiff
that.
must be a passenger. He's been transmogged, huh? Creepy.
Transmogged. They abbreviate,
So,
well, not abbreviate it, shorthand
Guys
it.
like him don't
Oh my
remember a
gosh.
thing, right?
Still
Probably
sounds
better
really
that
weird.
way.
Transmogged.
Wait a minute. We're not at a station, but the doors are wide.
It's a trap! Oh no! Surprise!
Damn, it won't open. Ow, my fingers! Would you look at them? They're all jacked up.
Well, stop being such an idiot!
What's wrong? What
Fucking
happened?
Junpei! Oh my god!
It looks like we're trapped inside.
It must be the shadow. It knows you're there. Be
And
ready
wanted
for
us in here.
anything. Proceed with extreme caution.
Roger.
It wanted to lead us in here, oh no. And we had new music again. Oh, we're going back to the other new music, which is awesome, and I'm gonna let it play. I almost wish they would let this play a little bit more often. Not that I have an idea what the rapping is. Still sounds cool. Got this weird hollow kind of, like it's a hollow bass with a really eerie vocal line. Especially with the rye that comes in at this point too. Clinking on the bell of that
There
cymbal.
it is.
It's that, like, the rapping makes no sense to what's going on, but the tone of the song is actually really cool.
Something's not right.
Works really well.
He's acting strangely.
But if we don't go after it, we're gonna lose it.
You're in charge over there. What do you think?
Who, Junpei? Oh, you meant me. Of course, because, you know, they can't actually say my name, and so can't, not like, you know, I can't just have a name that the game just gives me. I get to choose my name, make it up, so... A little more awkward than this than it was in Final Fantasy X.
It doesn't make
The whole
sense.
Titus...
Who needs
Tight
your
ass.
advice?
Tight ass.
We can
Firm,
beat that thing,
solid
no
buttocks.
problem.
Yes.
Hell, I'll do it myself.
Junpei, stop being such a twat.
Junpei, wait!
Too late.
Watch
Surprise!
Out. Behind you.
Not really. Gee, it only took 10 minutes to finally get into a fight, huh? 8 minutes? 10? 8?
2 enemies detected.
Around that or thereabouts. These guys look a little bit bigger, like bigger versions of the little ghost wisp things that
no
were
one
in
is close
Tartarus.
enough to call.
Yeah, and apparently I can't call... Well,
I'll
of course
attempt to
Akihiko's not
analyze the
there, and
energy.
Junpei's off doing his own stupid thing, so I can't call him. Which kind of makes sense. Even though I figured, hey, I only have 2 guys, I might as well try that option of calling support. See what happens. Yeah.
I can do it.
You guys actually operate a lot like the what's-em ghosts from
The enemy's
the
weakness
Tartarus.
is fire.
I mean, even though they're completely not, these are spurious books and not whatever those other guys were called.
Just one
Oh shit. Critical damage. Fantastic. I am weak. I mean, it's
One
Apsaris,
enemy
so it's not really that weak. It's just... I mean, maybe Apsaris is weak to bash damage, whatever it was. I don't know. Time for cool music again.
This is just what the enemy wanted.
We have no choice. You have to go after him, or you'll be picked off one by one.
Damn it, Stupe! What are you thinking?
I like that one. Stupid. I'm probably gonna start using that every once in a while. Stupid. And another new enemy that we're only gonna see here on the train so far. How quaint. Now we have the books that act just like the ghosts from Tartarus, and now we have a heat balance, I think is what this guy's called. Something like that. Oh yeah, did you know that you can check your persona stati with the square button there when you're checking them out? I did not know that, and I spent like half a minute just looking through it and being surprised at myself. You guys don't need to be surprised at that. You guys can figure it out for yourselves. It's dumb. I'm dumb. That's why I spent half a minute there. So this guy's fire and ice. Of course, it makes sense. We probably can use both magics. I don't think he ever does. Ow. The ghosts use Garu, so... which I think is wind? Maybe?
Is weak. 3 enemies remain.
Kind of annoying that I can't find out their HP or whatnot. I mean, it's kind of irrelevant because I can still die in 2 hits, but whatever. Figure, well, since all these guys are ice users, which I'm probably wrong because I think they were using Garu and not Bufu. The books. I don't know, I'm already forgetting. I'm dumb like that. But I know that I wanted the heal with the cadenza, both people, and I'm gonna keep forgetting his name. The persona that my guy started off with. I know he sucks because he only has 2 weaknesses. He doesn't have any strength, so there's no point in using him. I might as well stick with Apsaris. Well, I guess Junpei wanting to be charged is kind of weird. I don't know. Just a lot of story stuff and silly things happening. There's not really, I mean, there's not very many fights that happen. I mean, surprisingly, this whole area is fairly easy. It's like 3 scripted fights and a couple in-between fights, and then a boss fight. There's not much to this section. We're just kind of...
3 enemies present.
Tartarus was definitely hard, like running through like 5 floors of Tartarus was definitely more challenging than this whole train section, which is kind of funny. Because Tartarus, the bosses, quote unquote, I guess are actually just mini bosses, because then they're just like bigger versions of normal enemies you can find elsewhere. Because like you see them right there, it's a dancing hand. That was those were like the mini boss monsters from the 10th floor they had to fight. Except they were huge in that one, and they had a lot more HP. So these ones are normal size. So I'm thinking that the bird things from level 5 and that anima room lance guy
that's
thing
what happens
from
when you don't listen.
12 will
So,
appear
are
later.
you all right?
Anyway, story time. Shut up.
Of course I am. I was doing just fine.
Glare.
Excuse me?
Be careful, you 3. I don't detect any movement, but stay alert.
Fantastic. Now the train's moving.
Whoa, what the? Why are we moving?
I don't know why they waited to do that.
The monorail is under the enemy's control.
What do you mean, it seems?
This doesn't look good.
It's going faster now. You can hear it.
If we can't stop that thing, it'll crash into another train.
What? Oh god, what are we gonna do?
Calm down and listen. I sense a strong presence in the front car. That must be the one we're after. You'll
There's the
have
boss.
to defeat it to stop the train.
I mean, these aren't the bosses. This is just another new enemy, guys.
What ride is this?
More of these dancing hands and a boxing laughing table. I think is that what it's called. And we have a time limit. Okay, so we have 8 minutes. See, this is why it's not so bad, because it's 8 minutes to run up all the way to the boss. There's only like 3 cars, and you can skip as many battles as you want because there is no punishment for running away, really, aside from just not having a laughing table. That's what it is. See, this guy at least has only a weakness and doesn't have, you know, strength to go along with it as well.
Defeated an enemy.
So that guy's, you know, he doesn't. That's all he does. You just see what he did. So we're cutting all that out. Whatever. A couple more battles and a couple trains, and we get to the boss, which is
What the
the
hell?
weirdest, non-appropriate thing ever.
Is this the
Seriously,
friggin'
this
boss?
boss is so. Oh my god.
We're in the front car. It's
Hurry.
I mean, first off, you look at her stance, where she's sitting down, leaning back with her legs high up in the air, like she's either getting birth or getting ready to take it in. And her stomach is not bloated out, so I'm pretty sure she's not giving birth. I'm pretty sure she's ready. She's waiting for something to go right in there. And of course, it's got the little belt buckle thingy over the dress, which I know it's not meant to be pubes. I guess it's supposed to be like a belt buckle, but it just reminds me so much of like pubic hair. And it's kind of amusing to me. And of course, she's got the mask because she's trying to hide herself, her identity or whatever, because she's ashamed of what she's doing. And I'm, you know, getting all Freudian on this. And her hair is all wiggly wabbly because something, I don't know. And if you look really closely, you can see out her tits, like the humanoid boobies. It says BJ. BJ! I mean, really. It's like,
Ice is
see,
useless. Do
see,
not use booby
BJ.
skills.
And she's totally like, her mouth is flapping. I don't know if she's asking for it or if she's licking her lips in like anticipation or what the hell she's doing. But she's like, oh, I guess she does give birth to babies. Baby ghost, guys. Ugh. It is very annoying. Orpheus, that's that asshole's name. I keep forgetting that stupid Persona's name, Orpheus. I know it has a P in it. And I keep going to Apsaris, but I know that's not real. That's not right. And then I end up going to Ophelia. Anyway, this boss battle is fairly easy. I mean, once you take enough damage to warrant a cadenza and nothing's gonna hit you. Or at least nothing hit me afterwards. And then we just keep mauling everything. So I guess it was nice that I was, you know, refreshed. That everybody was refreshed and nobody was tired for this battle. Even though we totally did not really need it. I mean, even with the cadenza, she can't hit me with that drive move. I already forgot what it was called, and then I just read it. Anyway, you don't need anywhere near 6 minutes to beat this boss if you run away from all the other battles. I mean, you can easily beat this guy in 4. So if you want to, you can grind on those few, you know, the few HP on the monster battles running up to this when the timer starts, if you really want it. It's pretty unnecessary though.
The enemy is really
He's almost dead. You can tell that. Yeah, that's right. Tuck your legs in. Nobody wants to see that. You damn whore. Ew. And like that, we win. Now you can take your cock-sucking lips out of here. A lot of XP, which is always nice.
Did we make it in time?
This game is so weird.
Hey, why are we still moving?
Because the levers are probably still on
We're
go.
going too fast. We have to put on the brakes or else.
What are you waiting for? There's a train up ahead.
Yeah, keep talking about it. That's always gonna help.
Damn it! I don't know how to stop this thing.
And of course, I'm the only one who actually does anything. Behind the white screen. Tension. And they probably can't show
Did we
that.
stop?
Makes it less
I
cool,
think so.
less work. For the programmers
everybody
and
all right?
animators and whatnot.
Yeah, we're okay.
You're welcome.
My knees are shaking.
Dude, I'm like drenched in sweat.
Well, stop being such a weenie and maybe you won't have that problem, Junpei.
I'm
Stupei.
so glad you're safe.
Ugh.
I'm sorry I couldn't do more on my end. don't detect any more shadows. You guys did a great job, so come on home.
Dun dun dun.
But how did you know which one was the break?
More new music. And a choice.
Are you shitting me?
Oh man, I gotta listen to this in stereo.
Whatever.
Going back and forth between the
Wanna
ears.
grab a bite to eat? I'm freaking hungry.
Because, you know, it's only dark hour and everybody's closed and frozen in place and whatnot, so you can easily grab food. And here we go. Social link up. So, it's not just doing specific things with the team, it's I guess story missions and stuff will automatically level up the Fool Arcana. So, power to create personas of the Fool Arcana to level 3. 8. Whatever. Rank 3. Seems level of trust. Yeah, now we can learn a new tactic. Okay, so doing these monthly, I'm guessing, missions, you know, because of the full moon. Ooh,
Akihiko here.
full moon.
This is Mitsuru. We've successfully completed the
Moon.
operation. The
I'm guessing
monorail
that's how
didn't
it's gonna,
sustain any noticeable
like,
damage.
group level up kind of things. Not
Thank
necessarily
you,
individual
Mitsuru.
level ups.
When I heard they'd hijacked
gonna
the
be cool.
monorail,
That'll
I
work.
feared the worst. Well done.
It may not even be every month.
Now
It may
I
be
don't
every
have to
other month
worry
or
about
every season
tomorrow's
eventually.
headlines.
Who knows what.
The team did a great job. They're
I'm
learning
glad somebody
quickly.
useless came by. Hi, Akutsuki.
But what are the shadows up to? Taking over a monorail. This is getting out of hand.
I'll be looking into the matter.
Does this mean it's begun?
Dun dun dun. It, huh?
Let's not jump to any conclusions.
Now that they're gonna tell us.
For now, we should study their behavior for patterns or clues. We cannot afford to always wait for them to make the first move.
I guess.
If I had more power, things wouldn't be so difficult for the others.
I don't know if she means that if she could fight or if she just could gather more information. No.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You're doing fine.
Would be cool if she actually fought with me, but it's understandable.
More importantly,
Having different roles is kind of cool.
do you have anything to drink, Akihiko?
And all of a sudden, he starts like breathing a little heavy.
Why do you look so tired, Akutsuki-san?
Like that
Boy,
entire like
don't
past
tell me
minute
that
and a half.
bicycle outside is yours.
Yeah, see,
Boy, am I gonna be sore tomorrow.
sounds like he should be a lot more tired. About as tired as we are, our characters. Well, I am too. I mean, it is early in the morning as I'm recording this, but we did it. So now we get to see what's going on later. Now we don't have to worry about anything anymore.